weather on the 6s.
Well, good Wednesday morning there. Coastal Bend taking a live look out at Snoopy Skycam thanks to Matthews CCAC. Starting to see more of that rain and the cloud cover working off to the south. Water's nice and calm this morning, but the wind's a little breezy out of the northeast around 20 miles an hour, really around Corpus Christi and over here on Snoopy Skycam. As we're starting off our Wednesday, hasn't been too bad, but that rain, like I said, starting to move off to the south and cooler temperatures moving into our area in their wake. You can see off to the north 62, the cool spot this morning in Cotulla, as well as over there in Beeville. Along the coast sitting at 67 for Port Aransas, and the Naval Air Station Kingsville also coming in at that 67 degree mark. Ingleside just off to the north around 65 degrees starting off our Wednesday morning. Also pretty breezy, like we talked about, a lot of us in that 20 to 25 mile an hour range here around Corpus Christi. A little bit lighter in those winds off towards Beeville and George West, about 9 to 12 miles an hour this morning, but all of us on the way for a pretty breezy afternoon in the wake of that cold front. For our dog walking forecast today, we've got Beerus and Broly on the board. Already feeling pretty thankful for each other, it looks like, as we get ready for Thanksgiving tomorrow. And those temperatures for their walk along Ocean Drive this morning going to be about 66 there by 9 a.m. Entering those lower 70s as we get ready to head out for that lunch hour, but also very breezy out of the northeast, like we talked about, around that 20 mile an hour mark. Planning out those daytime highs into the afternoon, should see only about 72 to 73 degrees as we head towards 3 p.m. and still pretty breezy, holding on to about 15 to 20 miles an hour for those winds, but starting to come down as well as we're going into the dinner time hours. For our forecast highs over the next few days, going to start to see them slowly come back up, mainly by Saturday, entering those lower 80s once again, but quickly going to drop by Sunday. That's where we're anticipating that next cold front to arrive to our area. Going to see the 60s return, if not the upper 50s, as we're going into early December next week by that Monday to Tuesday time frame. So we're going to definitely take the below average temperatures for a nice change of pace. Our current Doppler radar, nice and dry around here in the Corpus Christi area, but you can see where we did have that decent storm work its way through Corpus Christi, but has since started to fizzle out in the best convection, really remaining well off to the south now, and I think most of us going to be drying out as we go through the rest of our Wednesday as well. You can see on our future tracker that cold front takes the convection and the cloud cover with it as we go into tonight. By tomorrow for Thanksgiving, just to start to see a little bit of partly cloudy skies working back in as we're starting to go into our Thanksgiving morning and into that afternoon tomorrow. Looking at that forecast for you, at least for tomorrow here in the Corpus Christi area, got our birds on the screen ready to get out of the way. I don't think they want to get cooked as we go into tomorrow. Going to be a nice forecast though for that Thanksgiving dinner, around 73 degrees, and those winds quite a bit calmer than what we're seeing today, 9 to 14 miles an hour. If you're going to be traveling other places across the Lone Star State, going to be in those 60s, a little bit cooler than here in Corpus Christi. I think I'd bring a jacket with me. Still those light winds, but either way, the 60s, I'd definitely call that about jacket worthy. For our rain chances back here at home, going to start to peak by that Saturday, Sunday, even into Monday time frame as we start to see more moisture work into the area and potentially a little bit of frontal overrunning as we go into early next week. Really going to see how that shapes up with the cold front expected working into the area early next week. In terms of the rainfall over the next 7 days, not going to see a ton with those increased rain chances, but like we talked about, going to take every drop we can get. Have about 10 inches to go to make up for the 2025 deficit so far, but the best totals going to be as you work your way towards the northeast, the Houston area, expected to get maybe that 1 to 2 inch mark. Of course, these totals still subject to change, but either way, we're going to be on the tail end of the system, always hoping for a little more rain rather than less. For our current 7-day forecast, we're going to take the nice 70s through that Friday time frame, the 80s by Saturday, then that cold front arrives, of course, dropping us back into the 60s, if not the upper 50s for next week, stirring up some of those scattered rain chances for this weekend.